Hello, ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, friends, comrades on the YouTube, to my family, okay, and the love of my life, and some travels of her own on her way to Vegas today with my wife-in-law. She's fixing to go to some kind of a convention that has to do with trinkets. I don't know how best to explain it. But she'll get a chance to go see her mother, which is good. We haven't seen Ma in a while, so we're glad to do that. Let me fix you there a little bit. And so that's that. Mama's traveling too. Her own little version of Truckin. Meanwhile, I am not well. I think I have the funk. I had a hell of a fever last night. Really made me feel shitty. Stuffy. This here's stuffed up. I can't pop it. This here keeps popping, but it fills right back up. So I think I've had COVID twice, both in year 22. Once in January and once in December. This is right before, December was right before I retired from the school district. So I think it's very similar. So I think I that's what I have. And it's just miserable. Last night was terrible. I'm glad I only had to drive like 455 miles because that way and it was early, so I got to the truck stop in Hesperia I was standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, and drove down to Hesperia. And that's a good place to stop when you have to make an LA delivery. Anaheim, Orange County, LA area. I'm in Carson right now, which is right next to Compton. So I'm straight next to Compton. To hear this shit. Yeah. So anyway, did have an adventure along the way though. I was in let me see if it gives me the Big Cabin, Oklahoma. Had to get a tire changed on the trailer. It wasn't blown out, it wasn't flat, but it was wearing horribly. I'll put a picture of it in here, but it's that one that's got a spot about yay big on one side or the other of the tire. This one happened to be on the inside of the tire, and it was just wearing terribly. So I had to stop to get that fixed. Now this was the second day that I had the trailer, and I had completed my second inspection on the trailer, and then that morning I had left a truck stop in Missouri, pretty close to, it was past St. Louis on, let's see, I was on Interstate 40 something, 44. Went into St. Louis area, past St. Louis, and I got a truck stop there. So anyway, did my inspection there also. I picked this load up in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, at the Johnsonville Global Headquarters. Man, that was quite a place. I know I just totally shifted gears on you right there. I just wanted to bite the air when I was there, man. It smelled so delicious. Obviously, they manufacture everything that they do right there in Sheboygan. It was delicious. Anyway, when I left Missouri's truck stop, got down into Oklahoma, and I was trying to get to Amarillo, but I didn't make it. I stopped at a rest stop, and I just always do a run around, just a quick, little glance. That's when I noticed that tire. I'm like, yeah, that's I cannot ignore that. That's a ticket all day long. There was some tread that was gone. There was some tread that was almost to the steel. So it was like, yeah, I needed to I needed to get that fixed. But so anyway, I did. I had to stop in Big Cam in Oklahoma and get that fixed there. So we did that. And just worked our way down to Hesperia, California. As I said a minute ago, I'm in Carson. So Hesperia along I-15 is an ideal place to stop because you're almost always under 100 miles from your destination. So that's about perfect. And then if it's I-5 going into the LA area, then you stop in Lebec. It's a Flying J there. Both of those places have over 200 parking spots. So it's a good place to stop for really anybody. So that was a good place for me. And Hesperia left this morning, and I was worried about getting here on time. I got here in plenty of time, and these guys just got off of lunch, and they're just now moving their little forklifts around. So I expect somebody to go climbing into this truck just about any time, and then I'm going home. I'm so fortunate to be close to home. I can't even believe that I am. I very rarely, midstream in my out time, very rarely do I get a load to California, and particularly Southern California. It's happened before, but it was Northern California up by Stockton, in Stockton and Modesto. And oddly enough, it was Johnsonville sausages, actually, now that I think about it. And same thing here, but this one was, I picked up a loaded trailer in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Brought it down here to Cali. So now I'm going to go home and chill, man. I got to get this funk, man. It's just, I'm going to do a 34. And I'll see where I'm at once that's complete, because I just don't, oh man, I don't want to deal with this on the road. I could, without a fever, I could, but I'm right up against 34 anyway. When I started today, I only had 8 hours and 11 minutes for my entire day, which is plenty to get a delivery, but it would not have been plenty to get a pickup because on the same day. Because in this reefer business with live loads and live unloads, you just never know. You really never know how long it's going to take. It could take 1/2 of an hour, or it could take 8 hours. 8 hours is extremely rare, but it does happen. So you can't just say, oh yeah, I got enough time. You don't know if you have enough time in the reefer world. So I had to, I'm glad that I didn't have to have a pickup today. And I caught Sandra in enough time, who is my dispatcher, to let her know, hey, I'm not well. I'm pretty sure I have COVID because I've had it before. I know what it feels like. She said, no problem. We'll give you a 34 at least. Do what you got to do. See what I'm saying? Leonard's Express, man. They know to take care of their drivers, man. They just do. And I really appreciate that. I did say next I was going to tell you what it takes to get hired on here. Brother Jeron took care of me the last time I was at the Caldwell yard, because there's been some folks asking about it. It's pretty simple stuff. 6 months of over-the-road experience, or at least truck driving, pulling a trailer. That's the one major thing. I think there's a limit on accidents and tickets and stuff like that, but they're not hiring rookies right now. They're not doing a training process right now. So I really don't know why that's transpired like that, but they're just not doing a training program at all. You get hired on with Leonard's right now, you're going to get a truck assigned to you right after orientation, and then we're going to send you on the road. So that's better anyway, really. So if you're looking to hire on, tell them Clydesdale sent you, and I think you'll like the place, man. There's always loads. right now. We've definitely whittled down the truck fleet. You know, when I first started here, we had, remember my Wild Blue Yonder? Okay, we had a Wild Blue Yonders. There was several of them. Well, now we're starting to replace those and auction those, and it's dwindling down the fleet. So we're down to about 135 trucks, and right now it's that I know of, we're almost fully seated. So put your feelers out there. Give Leonard's Express Caldwell a call if you're interested in working out of the Caldwell yard. And this is what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on in New York, Delaware, North Carolina, or Eau Claire. I don't know. I'm always talking Caldwell, because that's my house. That's my house. Okay. All right, they're unloading my truck now down here in Carson, California, pretty close to, I'm in LA. Nice day. Really nice day. A little cloudy. It's warm though. All right, so y'all have a good one. Boy, am I swiveling, and I was swiveling into Hesperia, something fierce. I'm going to tell you what, Hesperia was red. We were in the red zone, Hesperia. Well, I even saw one of San Bernardino County's finest rip through that truck stop. There were so many cars in that parking lot. There's so much crap going on in that parking lot, it's unbelievable. So I knew something was up. So then when I saw the police roll through there, just on routine patrol, I'm like, yeah, okay, this is a red zone for sure. I mean, I'm in Carson. I'm not pink, that's for sure. I'd definitely say I'm in the high yellows, low reds, just because of the general location. But you know, we're tucked away. We're tucked away in an industrial area. I just don't feel like it's extraordinarily dangerous unless one of the workers does something stupid. But I'm not really fretting that either. Ladies and gentlemen. So upward and onward I go. You do know who love you. I'm not feeling well at all. I still love you. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get this pig unloaded. I'm gonna go home and rest this thing up and cram myself full of medication and sleep. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I need to get better. Get me better. Peace.